The Bible can be confusing, especially when you discover that there are many different translations of the Bible. Or maybe you've heard it said that there are many different versions of the Bible. If by version we mean translations, then yeah, there's a lot. Just go to BibleGateway.com and you'll find 63 different English translations or paraphrases to choose from. But that's actually a really good thing. In order to understand why, we need to understand why so many translations exist in the first place. See, the Bible is written in Hebrew, Greek, and a little bit of Aramaic. So obviously, if it's going to be useful for people who don't know those ancient languages, it needs to be translated into languages we know, like English. Now, the fact that we have dozens of English translations has led many to wrongly assume that there must be dozens of different Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic Bible versions that need to be translated. But actually, most modern translations of the Bible into English are translated from the same Hebrew and Aramaic and Greek. The reason for so many translations is because there are so many ways to translate a text. Think about this. The phrase tengo hambre in Spanish is typically translated as I'm hungry. But technically speaking, the word tengo means I have and hambre means hunger. So tengo hambre is more literally I have hunger. To say I'm hungry is a more loose and natural translation, and to say I have hunger is a more rigid and literal translation. Now that was just 2 words. Imagine the many ways to translate a longer sentence, a paragraph, or an entire book. You could go loose and natural, which is called dynamic equivalence, or rigid and literal, which is called formal equivalence. Or you could do all sorts of options in between. This is the dilemma that Bible translators experience. They have to choose how literal they want to be. Some translations are quite literal, like the NASB, ESB, KJV, and others are loose but more natural to our way of saying things in English, like the NIV or NLT. But the fact that we have all these different translations to pick from is good. It means you can pick out a translation that is most suitable for the kind of experience you are looking for in reading the Bible. Or you can compare multiple translations side by side to really help you understand what is being communicated. Another reason for so many different Bible translations is because language changes over time, especially English, as people are constantly inventing new words and new ways to say things. Read something written in English just a few hundred years ago, and you'll notice that it is so different from how we talk today. So as language evolves, fresh new Bible translations become necessary. Again, this is a good thing. If nobody ever bothered to create new translations with updated language, we would just have something like the Tyndale English translation. And, well, good luck with that. As you can imagine, there is a lot more we could say about translations of the Bible. Often you will hear people talk about how the original manuscripts or handwritten copies are different from each other. Now I have a video where I talk about this with the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and there's a fun video where I look at an actual difference among manuscripts and show you what manuscripts probably got it right and why. I'll post that in the comments below. Check them out. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.